also, but I'm not going to keep explaining things. And there's so many layers to all of this. I guess you actually have to care to pay attention long enough. Duncan, you know what I do for work. There's literally no insurance with gig work. I don't know what you're confused about, or if you're in some fucking weird-ass mentality that I'm not going to deal with right now. But yeah, jobs that you have an employer for, literally, they're the ones who cover it. I work solo and freelance. Smeagol, I already have, and I'm not talking about this to you, you fucking weirdo online, but I guess, guys, I'm out. So, I know there's people on here that are appreciating me talking about this. If Denny Crane's fucking listening, like, Jesus Christ, somebody's listening if Denny Crane's listening. So, I'm sorry that my answers aren't sufficient for everyone else, but I don't really care. For the people that actually do have real issues that know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. But this is definitely going to be the last of my streams for a few days, if not even longer. But if I can figure it out, I'm going to make an update stream. So if I can figure it out, maybe I can help someone else figure it out, So, I'm going to go. And I have literally everything deleted or notifications off, okay? Like, I am trying so hard to not let all the things I said not to get myself into eat me alive. And also the things I didn't ask for, right? Like, most of it's that, but there's, like I said, there was no room for error in all the situations I've been in, So, I agree, Dua. I agree. But Princess Aspen, I'm crying because I'm trying to demonstrate that I'm actually trying, and I'm not the only person that has to face this, but I am on a camera talking about it. Even if I have to die for the rest of the world to hear these situations going on for other people around them, at least then maybe somebody will hear me. But that's not the goal. I know people care. The people that matter care, and I guess I lost who matters. Like, I've lost a little bit of myself on knowing who matters. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a break, if not permanently from this, but I'll let you guys know if I get it figured out. Because the goal is Saturday, because I'll lose the least amount of money if I go in. I'll lose the least amount of work. Yep. Alright, guys, well, I guess we have some loser in here that would rather just spam. So, thanks for the real ones in here. Anyone else is going through this, I'm really sorry. Because I know at least a couple of people in my surrounding circle that are as well. And it's why I haven't been hanging out with them, because we've all been so stressed and so busy. No problem, Susie. 2014. What were you doing in 2014? I literally covered a fucking medical copay. You're fucking stupid. We can link all the situations that I've been into because I've tried to cover medical bills in a short amount of time. That's literally been why I stayed dancing. Because a shift-based job, even my other job, like, I got fired because I was put in all the situations they said they would never put me in. The extreme heat, walking up and down steps. I faint on the job. It's a right-to-work state. Okay? Like, there's not protections for people, and even if... Thanks, Princess Aspen. I'm sorry. Mods, I wouldn't be shocked. But they're not excuses, they're like life, dude. So, anyways, I'm on here because I know that I'm far from the only person who actually has to deal with these, and I'm trying. Duncan, I don't know what to do. I don't understand how to play with that. I think it's a prism thing. I hope anyone who needed to get something out of this got something out of it in a positive way. And for the rest of you who only step in every, I don't know, anytime something's interesting, you don't know me, because anyone who knows me knows that I'm interesting literally 15 to 20% of my life, although albeit extremely interesting when I'm interesting. The other rest, I'm boring as fuck, which is kind of the Karen part of me, which is why I told myself not to get involved in stuff I knew was gonna probably ruin that Karen-y. Yeah. So, thanks guys. I hope everybody else is doing okay, and if you're in a situation like this, you know, it's hard. There's all sorts of options. It doesn't mean they're all gonna work, right? No, it won't, Luke. No, it won't. I have, like, a real large clusterfuck of things that have nothing to do with you guys, and I've been snapping for a very long time. Are you sure, Janker? I do work, and, okay, well, thanks, Princess Aspen. Bye, guys. Be good. And just the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I've just been focusing more on getting a notary license that is also fucking small business and freelance. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. You know? Because that's what I have to do with my medical obstacles, is stuff that's more flexible. And yes, I can work. I can't work shift-based jobs, which is apparently what every millennial and zoomer and Xer seems to go to if they can't generate money in an external way. The only other way is exploitation. This is as close to that as I'm willing to get. And I'm hoping that it helps somebody. I'm not gonna ever do any physical content again. So, yeah, without Wi-Fi or a computer. Here's the thing, guys. Well, right. So that's what the notary thing, we're doing online notary stuff, so I don't have to drive as much. But there's also a thing where excessive amount of print and reading on screens gives me horrible headaches. So I still, as much as I need work, I need to not be in pain that sets me back. Because when I get to the point of puking everywhere and not being able to get out of bed, then I get less done. And I have more to do than just work because I live by myself. And that was when I was earlier, you know, that's how I got online, was all I could have energy for was work. And then I got online when I was never online before. No, this isn't my final goodbye. Duncan, you are in some la la land. I don't know, like, when you pop in or out or whatever your day is like, I don't know what conversations we've had. There's nothing confusing about, there's no advice to give to someone who has pot syndrome. Anyone with pot syndrome will tell you this isn't normal. For your advice, it doesn't apply to someone who faints randomly, has vomiting and eating issues because they're in so much pain. That's what a disability is. You don't just get a normal job with a disability. I did suck it up, heathen, and my body fell apart more. I literally moved myself across the country by myself. Okay? I was a general manager at a restaurant. I got a fucking college degree, and then my body shit out on me. Well, Denny Crane, I will. But not if I have to check in, but that's fine. I have a disability, they wouldn't accept me.
I hope that will help. Go see doctor if you want to. That's cover 1 day, sir. You will figure it out.
So, I don't know until I go in, Denny, but they said 5 to 10 days, and that's the sitch. Super neat. Thank you so much for that, because, again, I'm not the only person dealing with these obstacles, but you guys have fixated on me as a character, so, yep, I'm willing to be that martyr at this point, but I'm gonna go, guys. I'm okay. I just wanted to highlight why, when you actually try and you have actual obstacles, whether it's a child or a medical disability, you know, both go hand in hand. But like I've said before, children are good. They're not selfish. You get to focus on something other than you. I didn't ask for it, Janker. I avoided being a streamer. For the whole year, I was just a character. But, bye guys. I'm okay. And if anybody else is dealing with this, I'm really sorry. But you're not alone. And hopefully society eventually can come to the point where they stop trying to figure everybody's just going to go to the government, because the government isn't going to help you. Hence the reason I went right wing. You have to figure things out by yourself. They're not going to be the traditional conventional way, which is why get a normal job is low IQ. You have to work around normal jobs because your body doesn't fucking act normally. So people with lupus, people with MS, okay? I mean, so many people just keep fucking their bodies up, keep trying to make money in other ways. I mean, I've met so many people in my age group. Yeah, Archangel it is, but it's every time. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff compiled to do it. Even if I do it, you spend so much time on the process. Now, yes, if you do apply for disability, and I'm going to get off here, but yeah. Well, and if you research POTS syndrome, by the way, Aspen, there's like, I have EDS, and more than likely with me, it's trauma related. No, I do not have MS, but I know people who do. I have symptoms that cross over with this stuff. You saw me clubbing over 4 days with chicken. You've seen me. I put out camera. I stream. Do you know what you guys asked me? Did you walk the dogs today? Yeah, you know what I didn't do? I didn't fucking stream it. There's a lot of things I do that you guys don't see. So you don't have any idea what the fuck you're talking about if you're listening to what you've only seen. I don't know how else to say that. You think that all of you guys on here are IP2? You're not, for starters. But, bye guys. I'm out. Like I said, for anyone else who actually does have to deal with all this shit, and anyone reaching out to me now, like, I'm gonna see if my grandma can help me. But not everybody has a grandma and a mom and a dad that's trying to help them, you know? And they can't always help me. Thanks, Midas. Yeah, I do look really healthy. That's what an invisible chronic illness will do. Hence the issues with social stigmas and why so many people that have them either become, you know, if they're lucky, like my girlfriend, her parents can afford to cover every basic need she needs. She's still in pain, but she has what she needs. You know, most people aren't like that though. And she acknowledges it, and I still love her to death, but she just got married and she's able to have a baby, and I've just been scrambling on trying to keep things together, making money that doesn't set me back and isn't exploitation, you know? So I would like to see society not be so ignorant and act like they are so understanding of things that they have no understanding of, because that's the biggest issue with chronic illness. Yeah, Swollen, I agree. I agree, but they have to be someone that also, like, actually, like, understands and can't be offended if I don't want to be touched, or if I roll over sweating and I'm throwing up and don't want to fucking have sex. You know, like, a guy has to accept that I'm gonna want to not be touched, okay? Like, if I talked like a socialist, Kevin, I would say I believed in free fucking Medicare for all. Like, obviously. So, I'm not gonna answer the stupid shit. Heathen, I've dated older men who have everything, and you know what they usually do? They usually want to tell you how to spend their money, which is why I think partnerships are one of the biggest, most important things. Even if I had to be a house mom, I'd be fine with that, but, like, I can't work and have a kid because I poop out too fast. So, goodbye, guys. You know what, actually, yeah, and I feel like I spit in Christ's face the other night. Like, did you guys watch that? Like, I don't know who I was. Like, I would never have normally just, like, I watched it too. Like, that was some, like, I just shat in God's face with that one. Okay, sub. Well, I really appreciate if you're, like, serious. I need to see some proof of, like, professional accreditation, but I really appreciate the offer, and I'll take you up on it. Who sent me $20? I saw a dono, and I missed it, but I can go back into Dono Labs and read it. So whoever sent that, thank you so much. Okay, Midas, I will. But I'm not gonna have a bunch of conversations, guys. Like, I'm just gonna check in to get that contact info. I need personal space. And I just wanted to update you guys on, like, Abigail has her own account. Abigail has her own account. Cool. Beazle Bubba, my girlfriends, like I said, they're going through similar amounts of pressure. And actually, the girlfriend that did get me this information, she's going through probably as much or more than I am actually right now. My other girlfriend, at least she has her husband and her job. But I'm gonna go, guys. Enjoy your Tuesday. I've got shit to get done. And that includes trying to make this work so I can get some help for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna check it. But I'm not having small conversations. Like, I really don't want to be, like, I'm talking about as much as I can for right now. I will be back. Maybe, at least to tell you guys if I'm not gonna come back officially. I don't want to really be back, but I feel like enough people have reached out that have been good and made me feel like maybe, like, there's a purpose to this stuff, you know? And I don't want to leave you guys because I remember being that person on the other side of the screen. But I just need to see where my own mental health can go with that. Thank you, Susie and Denny. It's not the actual mental health itself. It's the fact that my job, like what I do for money, I have to not do it to check myself in. Does that, like, make sense? So, yeah. Hey, Abby, it's you. Alright, guys. I'm sorry if anyone else feels like they're going through this too. For a different condition or situation, you know, it doesn't always have to be a medical condition. Life is just really hard. And I wish that society would stop shitting on itself and help its neighbors instead of relying everybody to go on the government, you know? So, and that's very true. Those resources have been incredibly backlogged across the nation the past couple years. Super neat. That's why I went right wing. we keep incentivizing people to come from whenever and wherever, and the people paying taxes into the system, which was me, when you need help, you don't get it. I know, Dua Lipa, and I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. No, I'm more Agarist, Spectas. Okay, Ghost Politics. I don't know what you want. I think you're just a fucking psychopath who's like, I'm gonna give advice, and then if she says, okay, I agree, I'm gonna tell her how it's wrong. You don't make any sense. Can't be taken seriously. But I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna get some stuff done. Hope everybody has a good Tuesday. Bye, guys. I'm gonna check my Instagram messages, but like, I'm not having small talk, guys. I really just need to just not. Like, I'm gonna kind of be in. Thanks, Dua. Bye, guys.